Good morning. We're looking at a new day, and our weather outside is storming right now, so we're going to do a little tree side on our JumpStart this morning. We're in Romans chapter 12, and again the emphasis is about overcoming evil and how it looks and what's it look like to do that. We also want to look at 2 Peter chapter 2. And so as we look at these things, God calls us his beloved. God calls us the ones that he loves, for God so loved the world. Good morning, Beth. And so one of the things that we're looking at is how to walk through storms. Good morning, Anna. So nice to see you this morning. Storms are a part of life, and today there's a snowstorm. And sometimes we can wait out the storm in a safe situation, and other times we actually have to go through the storm, albeit with safety and care and all those things. And one of the things that we're learning in this pandemic is it's a storm. And it's all encompassing. It's encompassing everything that we say and do. And so we are feeling this mental pressure of this storm, and it affects our mind and our heart and our bodies and all those things. And so as a result, you need to have a good compass for where we are. And so the consequences, kids are getting into their Advent calendars in the background here. So that's what you hear. One of the things we need to understand is in order to go through the storm, we need to be equipped by the Spirit of God. And how is that? Well, you need the Word within you, and you need to see yourself for how you see yourself properly. Good morning, Kevin. How are you, son? And greetings to Judy and the baby, and thank you so much for tuning in. We trust you're safe. As we look through storms, they're a part of life, and they vary from time to time. Good morning, Steve. And so the consequence is we need the right equipment. We need to approach a storm with preparation. And the old Boy Scout motto was to be prepared, always be prepared. Well, it's no different for a person who wants to go through storms of life. You need to be prepared. And what does that look like? Well, there's things you need to do to set yourself in order before you can try and help other people. And you need to be in a strong place so that if you're encountering people who are in a weak place, you can strengthen them and encourage them and help them see where the strengths really are. Because there is strength all around us, whether we know it or not. If we focus totally on the storm, and you can be anxious, you can be fearful, you can be overwhelmed. But the truth is that if you step back from the storm and look at it kind of in an overview, an oversight, then you see it's really not that bad. You say, well, it's global. Yes, a lot of things have been global. We've had global wars. We've had a lot of global diseases, and it's come and gone. It's seen its time, and it's finished it. And so there is an end, and there is a direction that we need to look at that overcomes not being overcome. And so that's where our focus needs to be, is not giving way to anxiety and fear, but rather, okay, well, I just adjust. And how do I adjust? Well, safe hand washing. Well, listen, mom and dad told us to wash our hands for a long time. And where did we get so busy in our lives that we stopped washing hands? See, it's how you look at it. And so the practice of putting it into practice and overcoming anxiety and fear. Because if the love of God is in your heart, fear has no place. Fear gets pushed back. And that's what other people need. If we pull together and push back the fear and look at this in a logical process, we won't be dominated by fear. Rather, we'll be able to dominate the fear and overcome it. And that's why God says he wants to help us. He gives us strength. He gives us mental peace. And so that's what we need to engage in. That's what we ask for. God, give us peace and give us direction, give us wisdom. And so washing your hands isn't a bad thing. And being careful isn't a bad thing. So why not? So you see, if we look at it that way, we don't get overwhelmed with fear and anxiety by situational issues, but rather we stay calm and move on. My daughter-in-law spoke a message on Sunday. Christmas is coming. Keep calm. We do need to keep calm in spite of circumstance, because calmer heads prevail and can help other people. You can't help other people if you, in turn, are panicking. So we have to step back and say, what can I learn from this? What are the important lessons from all of this? And how can I find joy in the journey in the middle of the storm? And I know that God will help you see and appreciate some of the things that we've lost in the busyness of our lifestyle. And we've forgotten to take time for family. We've forgotten to be all about our job. And we need to be more about one another. For God so loved the world. Yeah, he did. And he gave. And that's what it is to walk through this pandemic, is with a heart of giving and overcoming. And not being overcome by fear and anxiety and all those things. So I really want to jumpstart your day and enjoy. Here we have a snow day for kids. So I think snow angels are in order later in the day. We'll go out and we'll lay down in the snow, flap our arms and flap our legs and feet, and we'll make snow angels. We might even shovel some snow. Sometimes we lose the joy of it, where we are as adults, and we fail to see what really is joyful. Good morning, Senator Rachel. Hi to the peanut butter queen. So find joy today. Look for joy in unexpected places. And it pushes back the fear, pushes back the anxiety. And you can be a greater blessing showing the love of God to someone who's really fearful, really anxious, and overwhelmed by circumstance. And you will be strong, solid, and able to withstand the storm. It depends on your foundation. And so jumpstart your day, enjoy Tuesday, and if you haven't made snow angels in probably 30, 40 years, maybe it's time to start. Maybe it's time to be a bit of a kid again and appreciate what we do have. Remember, kids always seem to find the joy in things. Isn't that something? They're not so clouded with adult vision that they fail to see the joy in the journey. Enjoy yourself today. Like and share, please. I thank you for your love and trust, but someone out there needs to push back the fear and push back on the anxiety and enjoy this world we have. God bless you. Be safe. And hugs to Judy and Kevin and the baby and everyone out there. Big air hug from Pastor. Have a great day. Bye-bye.